Lagos Attorney General explains why NSAS panel's report is unreliable. The Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Lagos State, Moyesore Onigbanjo-San, Wednesday, December 1, explained that many contradictions in the report of a state judicial panel on police brutality made the findings of the panel unreliable, leading to the rejection of some conclusions of the report. The state government had Tuesday, November 30, released the white paper on the reports submitted by the judicial panel. The panel had submitted two reports, one on cases of police brutality and another on the Lekki shooting incident of October 20, 2020 on November 15, where it listed 9 fatalities from the Lekki shooting. But the white paper, citing what it described as fundamental inconsistencies, rejected the figure, adding that the findings were not supported by evidence. Buttressing the government's stand in an interview on Arise TV, Onigbanjo, head of the 4-man white paper committee, said the panel's findings on the Lekki shooting at the toll gate were contrary to the evidence provided, adding that the panel's report created doubts and gaps and did not explain how they arrived at that conclusion, the names, who shot them, and when they were shot. The panel said they found the report of Professor Obafunwa, who conducted autopsy on all the bodies picked up around Lagos during the protest, not just in Lekki, credible. But Obafunwa said of all the bodies he conducted autopsies on, 3 came from Lekki and only 1 out of those had gunshot injury. And the panel then said, "We believe you and accept your evidence because there is nothing to the contrary." It means that Professor Obafunwa said, what Professor Obafunwa said outweighs every other piece of evidence before the panel. Then the panel went on to say there were 9 dead. If you look at that page where the deaths from the Lekki toll gates were listed, they did not explain how they arrived at that conclusion, the names, who shot them, and when they were shot. So that's a contradiction, because what Obafunwa said is different from the conclusion they are now reaching, and there were so many others. They also said one Nathaniel Solomon died at Lekki tollgate. It turns out that Nathaniel Solomon was a witness before them and handed a petition in respect of his late brother. Take another example. They said 9 persons died and they awarded compensation to only 1. Why, if you believe 9 persons died, why are you not awarding compensation to the other 8 persons? These contradictions and many more made that particular finding unreliable, because we're finding that somebody died at the scene to be acceptable, there must be no doubt. Onigbanjo stated that the 2 reports from the panels would be released to the public soon to allow the people make their own judgment from the findings. We're going to release the 2 reports of a panel to the public to judge by themselves. So it is not just going to be a case of Lagos State analyzing this in itself and coming to its conclusions. We're going to make them available to everybody to read it, he said. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe so you can get notifications.